qualifying matches. Right now, we're going to have our first set of pools coming up. It's going to be Silver Rupee, Canadian Treasure, going up against Jury Duty.
Very interesting way to start with the Jury Mirror. From what I've been told, Silver Rupee not traditionally a jury player.
No, absolutely not. This is definitely a big switch for him. Probably waiting for Ed to come out later on early next year. But you know what? Jury's not a bad way to wait it out. Very strong character.
Absolutely.
But you know what? Jury Duty right now looking at least good. In the corner, has their drive gauge, but Silver Rupee at least burned themselves out with nice offense, has the anti-air to keep things going, gets reversal. Now, Jury Duty, unfortunately, not able to continue their pressure, and Silver Rupee is going to get round one.
Not playing scared with the burnout, and proving to do a bit of a good job already for this supposed unknown jury that we've seen. A lot of time's been spent in the lab. We'll see how they're able to keep this momentum going.
Ooh, nice buffer off the stand medium kick there. The reversal again coming from Jury Duty, who unfortunately has really only been getting damage from these reversal options. Silver Rupee keeping up the damage. Gets hit and then interrupted into the drive impact, but Silver Rupee comes back, has a double drive rush combo into the Super Art 3, and that is going to be game number one for Silver Rupee, showing that this jury ain't rusty at all.
Yeah, making some fairly light work of Jury Duty here, but not to count Jury Duty out at all. Everybody gets one, as we all know, so it's time to see how the adjustments can get made for this second game starting now.
Ooh, unfortunately, that clash was in Rupee's favor, who took good advantage of that. Gonna go straight into a drive rush, drive impact sequence. That is such good damage off of that. Gonna go continue on. The pressure's building. Jury Duty tries to get out with the drive impact, and it lands, but not with a crumple status. Silver Rupee still able to make things work out. Has the anti-air after Jury Duty just kind of gets a little wild with the jumps. And now we have set point for Silver's favor.
Silver Rupee, like, just as we said, not expecting the jury here, and kind of pulling a bit of a hit and run here. Jury Duty wasn't exactly ready for this, perhaps. But still got rounds to play. Not over yet.
I mean, I think you're seeing the experience that might have been shown off a little bit with their ranks. Obviously, Silver Rupee, Olympic champion. No kidding. Street Fighter V Olympic champion. Having that master rank with jury, even though, rank doesn't always mean everything, it shows your experience. It shows how much you've played to get to where you are. And unfortunately, Jury Duty just doesn't look to have as much experience as our Olympic champion here, who's going to take it 2-0 over Jury Duty and move on in the winner's side of the pools.
Yeah, it's great stuff that we see there. It's and like you had mentioned earlier, with rank specifically, it's definitely goes to show that it doesn't really matter who you play. Like a master player, as long as you're able to get some sort of adaptation going to move in from character to character. Silver Rupee not traditionally known as a jury player, but showing that, hey, as long as you've got the fundamentals down, you can make anything work.
Oh, they have certainly got it themselves. That being said, that character is getting dropped as soon as Ed comes out. I will tell you that much. There's so much excitement for every DLC character that comes out in this game. A lot of people were like, "Man, I don't care. Rashid's coming out. The video comes out. Everybody's excited for Rashid." Some people are going, "Man, Aki's just going to be fun. I don't care." The video comes out. Everybody's excited for Aki. Same thing's going to happen for Ed. I think everybody's excited for Akuma, like before and after. But like this game is going to change in a lot of ways without a patch even coming out. So it's going to be a lot of fun seeing how that develops over the year, including how the meta is going to change as these World Warrior events keep going on. Like this is only World Warrior event number 2 for Canada East, and it's already so interesting. The first top 8 that we saw 2 weeks ago included a lot of the favorites for this tournament series, including Fluxway Zed, Joe Rogan, who ended up taking second, and then Safe with their Ken, who took first place, staying in winner's side the whole way. No bracket reset, no nothing. And you can't just blame it on the Ken. Safe is just a very dominant player, very strong, and we'll see if they can continue to dominate in this series. But each of those players from top 8 are back again this week in the pools. I think every single player from last week is showed up again this week in this 102-man bracket. And so it could be Safe's game again, but it also could be anybody's. I'm telling you right now. It is wild how much talent there is in just one region.
Yeah, it's an insane group of people we have in this region for Canada East. Again, I'm only just going into Street Fighter now. We had talked earlier, this is really my first Street Fighter game, but there's names I recognize from showing up to locals, like Joey Rogan. I believe I've seen Safe before. I saw Riddles over at Gommel while we both had the pleasure of being there. It's a crazy region that we've got, and realistically, anyone can take it at any point. So I'm not sure. So again, I don't know quite enough to say who's going to win this for absolute certain. I've got people who I know I want to win, but who will win this, it's completely up in the air. So that's the thing I'm really excited to see with this.
Now, some of you may be asking, well, what are these players fighting for? If you don't know how the World Warrior series works just yet, it's basically there's these 5 tournaments in each region. You win points based on your placings in those 5 tournaments. And then the top 8 contenders, in accordance with those points, fight it out in the last top 8, and the winner of that goes to Capcom Cup. Simple as that. Rules can be found on, of course, CPT website. But basically, people are fighting for a seat to get $1 million for first place. Or, at bare minimum, I think the minimum is like something crazy, like over 5K or something like that. Like just showing up. You just fly into LA or wherever CPT is being held this year. I actually forget. You fly in, you just collect your check, and you go home. That's what we're fighting for today.
Yeah, a $2 million prize pool total is nothing to shake a stick at. If you can if you get there, that is a guaranteed slice of $2 million US dollars being put up.
Absolutely.
Oh man, it's
absolutely. Yeah. No, and it's an important one, especially in this early of this game's life. Street Fighter 6 looks to have a really long lifespan ahead of it, especially with how well it's been growing from this first one. In fact, we're going to be getting our next set coming up now, Slice versus Reggie. And Slice, you mentioned Gommel. I remember them doing particularly well with their Dalsum at Gommel, and I'll be interested to see how they play this matchup, which is traditionally in Dalsum's favor.
All right, so Reggie is going to get the first ticks of damage, though. We'll try to keep Slice locked in the corner. Tries to teleport out, gets anti-aired immediately. Reggie just on top of Slice here, not giving him a chance to breathe.
No, there's no breathing once you're in the corner right now. Slice needs to find a way out, tries to jump first, and then takes the throw, and that'll be a perfect for Reggie in round 1.
Incredible start. That's a big snowball of momentum that you get mentally going forward. Starting the set with a perfect. Reggie's going to have to keep this momentum going.
All right, well, Slice has been able to get a really good option, but yeah, that EX let them escape. And Slice right now is trying to use the teleports and the float to really throw Reggie off guard, and that's what can be so off-putting in this matchup. Chun is a dominating ground game character. That is what she is at the end of the day. And the fact that Dalsum can just stay in the air forever and nullify that ground game, not including his long-range normals and teleport, can really throw a person off and give Slice their first round.
Yep, found the adjustments necessary after that first round. Takes a round, is on the board now. Wake up super.
Yeah, that wake up super was so important. Reggie was about to get another round based off of momentum after a beautiful read on the anti-air. But yeah, Slice right now has put them into a bad situation. Thankfully, reversal level 2 comes out of Reggie, and we're going to see how far they can take this.
Gets a drop on the full combo there, but now in Burnout, it's going to have to keep on the pressure. Can't be stuck on the defensive in Burnout, as in a very comfortable position, gets the wake up, snubbed out, and takes the first game.
Really impressive there from Reggie, able to just keep on top of Slice, who was not able to really get out of that close range situation once it started going.
Once again, sticking to the long-range game. Has to keep Reggie away. They're doing a great job of snubbing out any sort of Dhalsim offense Slice wants to get going. And look at this. There we go. Finds an opportunity to get out. Up kicks. Finds an escape again.
That dive kick is super good at getting out of throw situations. Perfect parries. The middle, the lightning legs, excuse me. Reggie right now sitting back, trying to be patient, trying to look for the next opportunity while Slice has not only the health advantage, the drive advantage, but the positional advantage.
Very comfortable position for Slice here. Just has to keep Reggie out a little while longer, chip away at the damage.
Okay, these comments are just annihilating any screen presence that Reggie wants to have. And yeah, Slice is going to take the round of game number 2.
Ooh, raw teleport overhead. Gonna get Slice's offense started, and immediately going right back. Not wanting to stay in range of those up kicks, which have been getting huge mileage for Reggie. And staying just out of range.
I worry now. I worry that drive impact was a desperate drive impact. Trades on the Super Art 2. So unfortunate. Not in Reggie's favor at all. Slice right now has Reggie burnt out. Puts him in a good position, but that punish counter on the Hazanchu could reverse things entirely. Reggie going in, getting 2 throw attempts off of the air lightning legs, but unfortunately, he gets over the super. He gets right under it, goes for the throw, goes for the pressure, and the drive impact comes out from Slice, annihilating that streak and giving him the second game. Oh my god.
Quite the scramble right at the end there with a lot of knowledge of the matchup that Reggie definitely had there. Going for the throw after level 2, completely dodges the level 2 with it. But cooler heads prevail right at the end. Slice just squeaks away with it and evens up the score. We're in 1-1 in the set.
Reggie is starting this round with a life lead, which is good for them, especially with these conversions off the back heavy kick. Beautiful stuff. And Reggie right now showing that he still got the combos, he's still got the drive rush instinct to take this set.
On set point now. Ooh, trying to catch Slice sleeping a little bit there. Doesn't
those
Hazanchus
are entirely to catch off the fireball game plan and some of Dhalsim's normals. But Slice has been just staying to the air very patiently, very obnoxiously for Reggie. Right now, it's just looking for a way to get anything going. Yeah, you see the EX Kikoken, unfortunately, just moves too fast for Reggie to move behind it. Slice right now, getting a good combo off of that. Punishes the whiffed drive impact. Not for a huge amount of damage, but for that burn out state. Reggie now has the corner after Slice teleports themselves in, but is not going to be able to save drive impact. Slice is going to put themselves at set point, and we are at final game, final round.
Important round to win here. Both players seem to know the game plan to beat the other. It's going to be a matter of who's going to be able to get their game plan going first. Looks like Slice already is starting with an advantage. Spends the level 3, catches out on major damage, refills the drive gauge, takes away some of Reggie's drive as well.
All signs point in Slice's favor. A beautiful teleport back just to recreate that space. But Reggie is still on top of them, throws them out of the sky of the air teleport, but actually can't follow through. And Slice is able to get that full screen option. Teleports right in for the sneaky overhead after baiting the throw. Slice tries to go for the comet, is able to act behind it. And because of that, Slice right now has a stupid huge amount of life lead. Gonna bait out the level 2 and take the set. Man, oh man. You got it.
Nothing personal. Oh.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Nothing personal about the teleport behind on the level 2. Closes it out. Very clean and simple. I'm very sorry I interrupted you. You were saying?
Oh my god. No, there was nothing to interrupt. I was lost. I was lost for words because I mentioned at the start that matchup is notoriously bad for Chun, and it still remains so because of just how easily Dalsim's able to keep her out. We saw some ways that Hazancho, especially on the punish counters, was able to kind of give Reggie a little bit of momentum, especially big damage, which Chun really excels at in this game thanks to the Serenity Stream stance cancels. But not enough time for Reggie to really make that work outside of a rare hit. Like, he couldn't really keep offense going. He couldn't keep pressure going. Once he had it in the corners, some things could start happening. But usually by then he had lost so much life that Slice could afford to risk a drive impact and just get the hit that he needed and wins. So a tight game, very close considering how the matchup can sometimes go. But that goes in Slice's favor this time, and he will move on in the winner's side of the bracket.
Yeah. Overall, I find the damage in this game to be quite explosive. So even in a matchup like that, where Dalsim is keeping Chun-Li at the absolute max, or any character for that matter, it really can just lead to one interaction like that. You bait out a super, you're able to get just one clean hit in, you get one read. It really can go either way. Reggie was doing a really great job of staying patient, looking out for opportunities. We saw in that last round 2 air throws, like having an idea of knowing exactly what the Dalsim would want to do there, keeping it on top. But again, this is a 2-player game. Both players got to stay in each other's heads, and yeah, right at the end there, gets it clean.
You just hate to hear that it's a 2-player game, but it is indeed. Now, speaking of 2 players, we got 2 players coming up. We got BLG Zen going up against Dubs. Zen being a Capcom CPT Cap Cup, contender last year. One of the stronger players coming out, and glad to see him. Of course, I believe he's in Canada right now for college. I think he's still taking classes, and great that he's able to participate in the region. Obviously, his known character Bison not in the game currently, but he is still making pretty good work with the DJ. I believe it was last time, doing real swell with that character, and we'll see if he continues. We're actually going to see it right now.
Perfect. So, one thing that again, coming into Street Fighter 6, this is really one of the first Street Fighter games I've ever played. I'm trying to think too. I understand the basic game plan of what a DJ would be looking for. How do you feel that it's gone, or they changed from Bison specifically to DJ? How does that equate in any way? Just for my knowledge and educational purpose.
No, I mean there is some overlap in terms of like how you're incorporating your obviously your charge mechanic, how you use fireballs to kind of create either a screen presence or in fact give yourself an opportunity to rush in. But honestly, Zen is just such a strong player in general, that you can see how he kind of adapts really well to a lot of situations. And in particular, I think he does well with DJ because of good combo routing. So many DJs, you kind of see the same combo, and when they're not in a situation where they can get that combo, they look kind of lost. Jen just looks like confident in knowing how to find really good opportunities, make big damage happen on any option. I've seen him use Super Art 1 as a round ender more than I think I've seen any other DJ. I thought that Super Art was just worthless. I thought that Super Art was like, man, has no invincibility. Sure, you get the crumple on the counter hit, but like, when are you going to do that? But the man has shown that it can be a really good combo ender. And in fact, we're going to be seeing how each of them rocks this DJ in the mirror match.
All right, another mirror match for what we've got here. Got Dubs in the purple, Zen in the blue.
Ooh, that stand heavy punch hit, and there's the combo rounding that I was talking about there. Double launching him again after calling out the overdrive jackknife. Dubs right now stuck in this corner, eating on block those OD air slashers, and Zen just called it out. Called out the air ball, jumped right through it, and gonna take the first round.
Are we looking to keep this momentum going? Dubs
Got the counter.
gets throw.
Yeah, he got the counter hit, but didn't go for a bigger combo there. Ooh, okay, gets the overhead.
Oh, raw overhead. Raw overhead in the throw. How do they keep the pressure going from here?
Jin's eating a lot of damage so far off of stray hits, and that seems to be Dub's specialty, which DJ's pretty good at. He can get a lot of reset situations in the close range, but it might not last forever. Zen right now going for the cheeky drive impact. Dubs is ready, though. You don't get to Master Rank without being able to react to drive impact. You just won't survive rank.
No, sir. It's a scrub killer tool, but Master Rank, these are no scrubs. These are people who have been... These people have seen the corner pressure drive impact time and time again. Need to stay on these reactions, especially for a Capcom Pro Tour event.
Okay, Zen right now in a much more dominating position, not only having the corner, but having the life, and also about to delete Dubs. Going into the Super R3. This won't be enough to kill. The Oki's not fantastic, but we're going to haha right our way in. Fake it out. Overdrive, air slasher, and Zen is going to take game number 1.
All right. Oh, another read on the kicks again. Not on that one, though.
You just can't be afraid.
If you don't succeed, try again.
Nice anti-air so far. There's the jackknife. And you know what? Dubs is able to challenge. He's able to get out of a sticky situation, but every time Zen hits you, you just get so much of your life deleted that you can't afford to get hit almost at all.
Parry.
And the throw will kill here. Zen gonna put themselves on set point.
Dubs not out of it yet, though. Just like we saw in last game. Not impossible to take around.
Oh, absolutely not. Almost anything.
Get these.
Waiting for the parry. Oh, toe tappers right at the end there. Toss.
Oh, and forcing some strike throw again. We love strike throw. It expands into level 3, and that is most certainly it. Zen with a pretty clean 2-0 over Dubs.
All right. Yeah, Zen just looking as dominating as ever. You don't be a top 8 player and not just show up opponents in pools. That's just gonna happen, man. I don't care who you are. I remember my first bracket ever. I had Snake Eyes as my first opponent. I'm like, well, GG's. What can you do?
That's certainly a way to get a tournament going. Is ready to play. Love this brand new game. What's this? Only the best Zangief player that this universe has ever seen is my first opponent. Awesome. Very well. I'll look forward to the incredible losers run that we've got going then.
I will say that is a cool thing about these tournaments is that it gets you, in contact with a lot of these players, and like afterwards, I think I talked to Snake Eyes for like maybe an hour. So this is back in Street Fighter 5 days, but like, it's like you think of these people as like almost like beyond human with how good they play these characters, and then you talk with them, and like they're like everybody else. They have a lot more experience and like a different way of seeing the game in a lot of ways. So it's cool to see these people come out and then interact with them in these tournament settings. So it's great to see that the traditions are, even though we've switched largely to an online setting, they still get kept up in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Because I remember specifically I had a discussion about this in one of my classes, like just the disparity between like team-based athletes and these solo athletes that we see specifically within the fighting game community, is that even with esports as a whole, like we as spectators, as players of the game, like even at a casual level, we're not too different from these actual top level players that we watch, that we adore, that we love tuning into streams, that we love watching tournaments to watch them play. They share the same passions as us, And more often than not, they mostly have like the same lifestyles as us too. They're and I think that's what really allows me personally to connect with a lot of these players in ways that I could never do with traditional sports athletes. It's just crazy to think about that.
Yeah.
Even though they're such top players, they see the game differently. They dominate bracket. They make me iffy about wanting to show up to locals, but they really are just like us. They are us. They are a reflection of us.
In a lot of ways, yeah. They are just like players like Chyy and Fartslam, who I see the chat getting excited for. Maybe a local hero. I'm not sure, but that is a strong name.
Yeah, Fartslam, I am very familiar with.
Really,
as a local name at the monthly series that we have in Toronto.
Please tell me he's a big. Man.
I believe so.
Yes,
I say very familiar, but I'm not super certain. But surely we have a Honda player here. surely I have a hero here. Oh, Fartslam plays Ken. Oh, boo.
Oh, no boost to Ken. No boost to Ken. If you know he's strong, no boost. Pick him.
Yeah, no boost to Ken. It's boo to no Honda.
But when you have a name like that, you're just like, man, that's got to be a Honda. That's got to be a Honda.
That is.
But no,
it's default legendary status.
All right, Ken versus Luke. This is a matchup you might be seeing a lot in terms of these tournaments, not just across World Warrior, but in Canada East here themselves. But Fartslam and Chyy going up against each other. Chyy taking the lead with that drive rush and hoping to continue the pressure. Ooh, toe tap. Ooh, there's the forward throw. You know, it's slowly but surely. Fartslam has worked Chyy into the corner. Drive impacted into the wall crush, and then, baits out the throw, and that is going to be a killer combo. Fartslam dunking on Chyy into the ground.
Gets the momentum started with that raw throw we saw there. Drive rush into the drive impact. Caught Chyy asleep at the wheel multiple times there, and is going to be able to keep his momentum rolling here.
Too far away for that crouch heavy punch to actually land, and because of that, is going to take full advantage with punishing it. Ooh, trying to buffer a lot, but no. That's gonna be the third normal, both jumping and grounded, that Fartslam has missed and Chyy has taken advantage of. You cannot whiff stuff in front of from Luke because of that crouch medium punch. Thankfully, Fartslam was able to find a hit, go into the level 3, and this is gonna be a dangerous situation for Chyy.
Comfortable position for Fartslam, but not unwinnable here. Gets a throw. What's the next move?
The trade, and not so unfortunate.
Asleep at the wheel again with the drive impact. We had mentioned earlier when we saw it earlier. You have to stay alert of these drive impacts at the wall. Doesn't matter what rank you are. Doesn't matter if it's a scrub killer tool or not. You have to stay awake for it.
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, he would have had to perfect parry or even just drive parry because he had so little life. But at the same time, it's tough. It's tough when so much pressure's on you. But you know what? Chyy at least has the life start. Tries for the suppressor, a man of my own heart, but no, it doesn't work out. Fartslam able to jump on top of that, and Chyy is going to find himself in a very familiar position, which is the
walk up grab, baits out, EX rising uppercut, and that's all she wrote from there. Fartslam on set point now, looking to keep this momentum rolling. Good challenge.
Triple gem. You know what, Chyy, I feel like we've seen them in this position multiple times. Gets wall splatted again, and Fartslam at some point just puts pedal to the metal, and it's so hard to outpace an opponent that is so aggressive like that.
Sandblast starting to rack up some damage here. Chy's got to find an opportunity off that crouching kick. Gets it started.
Oh, you
Smashes
absolutely
out with the level 3.
You absolutely cash it out. When that home is for sale, no, he didn't finish. He didn't have enough. Didn't finish on the mortgage. Didn't go into the critical art. Oh, Fartslam, just end this now. Putting him into chip and take it home. Did not finish the sale. Oh, that's
Chyy right on the precipice of taking the round there. Not quite going to be enough. And oh man, Fartslam, hero of Toronto that they are, closes it out with a quick little combo there. And it's, oh man, I can't get over it. That was just disastrous to watch right at the end.
The sad thing is, I don't think Chyy could have optimized any better. I think he did as much damage as he could have, and it just was outside of the range. He had to play so much more passively, but even then, you have that Ken just dashing at you. The minute the crouch medium kick hit into the Jin Rise, it could have gone into critical art, and that could have been it. But yeah, it just, the man just let him suffer a little longer. Oh, it's so heartbreaking, so close, but yet Chyy still has a life down in loser side of bracket. Fartslam only knocked him down there, not out of the tournament. Whereas Fartslam moves himself into winner semifinals of their pool of this bracket. And we move on to our next set. We're going to have Van H, another top 8 contestant of last week, going up against Shoko 2.
Very nice, very nice. So you wouldn't happen to know who these players have as their set characters going into this, would you?
Are you testing me? Are you testing my knowledge right now?
Maybe I am.
That's very cruel because, like, I know Van has the DJ. We saw that last week with the top 8. The secret whisper in my ear tells me that Shoko is Honda, who I believe we saw at Gommel. Lord knows, though, Honda, if you played him online, I want to say you played them all, but really it's like,
yeah,
Honda's that character that you think you've seen every Honda player, and then you fight the one that just doesn't headbutt, just like plays a really patient game, doesn't do the butt slams everywhere, and you're just like, man, what is this? This is so unfamiliar, so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And the character still can pack a wall up in a lot of other ways, so it's going to be interesting.
I feel I have some merit to say this, speaking as a Honda player. There's 2 Honda players. There's the ones that you run into online, and then you've got players such as Shoko, who are going to be able to show you what some real Honda looks like. None of this sumo slam spamming nonsense online that I love to do. That took me all the way to Diamond, I'll have you know. Honda is very fun to play online. And,
I mean, you practice those charge motions all day. You practice them all day.
Of course.
Earn that time.
You always have to, with any charge character, you need the ABCs. Always be charging. So, gotta know what you're doing.
That's always a funny thing, though, because we do teach, I've helped coach a lot of newer players, and that tends to be the general suggestion early on, especially with charge characters. And then you learn how that's not always the case. You learn how, like, okay, sometimes there's a time not to charge and a time to charge, and like where to balance things out evenly. And so, I mean, we're going to see what Shoko brings to the plate here. He's got very tough competition. Van is one of the stronger players in this region. Obviously, getting top 8 in the last tournament. Having that DJ at the helm, ready to go at a moment's notice, and similar to Jen, just having really well optimized combos. I think his rushdown is not as prevalent as Jen's can be at times, but his fundamentals are just as strong. There's the drive rush in, gets the counter hit into the back heavy kick, and Van right now is going to sit pretty with that life lead while building up that drive gauge again.
Plus frames on that. Doesn't care about it, though. The X kicks gets out of there.
That jackknife was brave.
Shoko looking for an opportunity to try to open up Van. It's just not coming out here. There you go. Raw headbutt might get things started.
Ooh, thankfully the
Snubs
fireball
out the sumo
calls.
slam.
Yeah, thank God it called that out, because if that had hit on a punish counter, Van would have been in trouble there.
Massive damage off the punish counter throw. Parry attempt from Shoko. Van takes the first round and might be sitting pretty. Raw sumo slam, though, going to open it up. Oicho throw. Big advantage here from Shoko. Oh, no.
Wow. Have you ever called out a man like that? Just doing the raw walk-up throw? Just to call out the reversal jackknife?
Oh, my goodness. Honda Nation has woken up. Shoko takes the perfect, is not out of this at all.
That is the Honda way, man. Just take the perfect when no one's looking. Van is trying to play the steady game here, throwing out the raw air slasher just to push Shoko a little further back. Has been able to do damage, is able to get a perfect parry and get a nice combo for it. Nice, baits the throw, but unfortunately too far to do a massive amount of damage. But we're going to do all our damage off of these throw strike mix-up. Baits the level 3, and Van right now is going to get a killer combo right at the end of this.
Yeah, as we all know, Wake Up Super works every time about 60% of the time. Not going to be in Shoko's favor this time. Not out of it yet. Van only up 1. Plus range again. Gets it going. We're going to keep Van trapped in the corner now. Van on top of these sumo slams. Oh. Big punish counter. Lift up. Bit of a drop there.
Hey, okay,
Jackknife calls out the sumo slam.
Yeah, and honestly, despite Van having such a life deficit, the drive gauge might be the deciding factor here. Nope, never mind. We got butt slams coming in. Reversal jackknife. Shoko still has the life lead, but I don't know. It's too soon to call.
OD headbutt willingly goes into burnout, but Van only at 1 hit now. Shoko playing very careful, not wanting to get hit by any of those air slashers, is able to stay completely intense to where Van goes airborne, headbutt for the anti-air, and gets a point up on the board.
Beautiful jump in. Unfortunately, Shoko throwing out that stand heavy punch at just an inopportune time. Nice use of the Sobot just to poke away. Like, I feel like Van is staying really comfortable with these fundamental pokes, fireball game plans. But Shoko is just working with a gun here. He is working with a very dangerous character on his hands, and at any moment, things could just go sideways.
Another Oicho throw. Puts Van into critical. Van staying on the offensive. Does not want to stay cornered. We love strike throw. What's the mix here? Another throw.
Ooh, baby. All right, set point for Van now. Able to sneak their way out of that losing situation by getting a nice throw game from the corner.
Dashes out early.
Interesting choice
Won't
here.
scale very much.
Yeah, I mean, cashing out early gets you that life lead. Not terrible for Honda when you consider you don't mind turtling. But not having that anti-fireball option might come to bite them later on.
Shoko's still holding on to this life lead, though.
Okay, thankfully no perfect parry on the butt slam. Lets Shoko continue going in fact has the corner. There's one throw. Calls out the tech on the stand medium punch. And yeah, the car cancel into the command grab. Gives Shoko game number 2.
We've got a set on our hands here. Not over yet.
Not even close.
Going to Bathurst Beach. DJ home stage advantage, though. We'll see if the hometown crowd might be able to pull it in Van's favor.
There's the tech. Dan does at least have a good life lead and positional advantage. Overdrive headbutt gets Shoko out of that tight situation. But now, what's the next pull? What's the next move to gain the life lead? One butt slam enough is not enough.
That was ready
greedy.
for it.
That was hella greedy. And Van right now,
a bit of a desperation move there from Shoko. Pays the price for it. Forced full screen after the jackknife. Eats the air slashers. Chips out.
okay, there's a perfect parry. We use the throw just to get a good amount of damage on the board. Shoko right now really, I mean, obviously they need this to continue in this set. They need this to just feel like they stand a chance.
Good job keeping Van locked down here. Deadly Rave. Gets blocked, punished.
Oh no, we don't spend. I want to say this is the right move, and it looks like it is. Yeah, it has to block that drive impact because DJ doesn't have an invincible reversal outside of level 2. And Shoko puts themselves at set point as well. Final game, final round once more.
Second perfect on the board here. Shoko's going to have to keep his momentum going. Once again, spends early. Going to get that drive gauge refilled.
It did work out for them before, getting that life lead. Oh, wow!
Catches Van asleep at the wheel. Not too sure if that was a drop or a potential setup there. New Honda Tech drop. I gotta steal that.
Oh, don't steal that, man. That was a very unfortunate drop there for Shoko, but at least able to get the parry, not able to get a punish off of it. But Van right now has been eating hit after hit, and is just really dire situation. That might be dead. Oh my god, that is dead. Oh my god. Van is knocked into loser's side of the bracket now by Shoko.
Yeah, it's that was a way to finish. Like again, I play Honda. I always forget how much damage Ocho Throw OD version specifically does to end games like that. Yeah, I from what I saw there, definitely a lot of nerves from Van right at the end there. Like obviously big tournament, final game, final round of the set. Shoko caught Van sleeping a lot at the there. Just some raw drive impacts at the wall, even with the Kara grabs. Like obviously those are hard to look out for in general, but
I mean, it's a raw
getting
guess.
caught out is getting caught out.
Read. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I think you have a player, and you know, not to boost Van's ego too much, but you see Daigo, players like Daigo who are fundamentally strong say, no, I will sit here, I will take the command grab when it happens, and like it makes them a little easier to kind of call out on those defensive tendencies. And Shoko just had good reads. I don't think he missed one command grab that entire set. There weren't a lot of them. I think there was maybe 2 or 3 in total, but like it was still 100% accurate, and because of that, got the right hits at the right time and gave themselves not the cleanest victory. It was 2-1 and it was final game, final round, but it was still a victory nonetheless. They'll be going up against Chyy in their next set. But up next, we'll be seeing Jen return, going up against Blue Blazer.
Zen, once again, going to see some more DJ action here. Blue Blazer, a name I'm unfortunately am unfamiliar with. Do you happen to know anything about them?
Not particularly familiar with them. I'm trying to see how they did in last tournament. Maybe just barely not making it out top 8 if they were participating. Yeah, wow. The winner of this, though, does not have a fun match coming after that. Winner of this match has to fight Joe Umerogan, second place for last week's tournament. That is rough, especially... sometimes you expect the players to be going 2-0 this whole tournament, but Joe's been slugging it out this entire tournament. 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, and then making her way here, so... No one's getting a free meal today.
All right. Blue Blazer on the Lily. Finally get to see some Lily action.
You have to wonder anytime you see somebody going up against Lily, and do they know the matchup? How much experience do you have with Lily? And right now, Jen maybe looking a little unfamiliar. Blue Blazer able to get a toss into the corner there. A good life lead, especially good, considering Lily definitely wants to control the opponent, make them act a little wild, and punish them for their transgressions. Has the drop burnout against Jen going on, but Jen honestly kind of making it work, putting it in style, able to get a punish counter off of a throw attempt, and now having Blue Blazer in the corner themselves. Burnt out, jumps over the Condor Spire, and what the heck just happened?
That was a bit of a back and forth match here. Blue Blazer gets it a pretty advantageous start, but Zen just out of nowhere completely turns it around, makes huge read after huge read, and now once again is keeping the pressure on Blazer.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes that can happen to somebody on the offense when their opponent gets burned out. They expect their opponent to play a little bit more defensively, a little bit more passively, and they don't expect the gear shift from a player like Zen, who just knows how to go all out. But that being said, Blue Blazer having a spectacular second round here, going right into this level 3. Getting the damage they want, but also being hurt in a burnout state. Can Zen take bigger advantage of it than Blazer did? And it looks like he's already starting to, getting the side switch, not into the... Oh, he did. He was so smart getting the delayed cancel into the level 3, which means that he's going to get optimal damage here. Is that guaranteed kill? I think.
Oh, man.
Zen, you monster.
Did not let up for a second. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. That is the way of Zen. Now up in a pretty confident spot, I must imagine, in this second game.
Man, just Mexican typhoon right out of the command dash. But hey, we take those. Zen right now, still feeling confident enough to go full swing. And how can you blame him? The man is up a game. He is a top 8 contestant. And right now, throwing around Blue Blazer like a ragdoll. Anti-airing the neutral jump attempt. And that should be another game in Zen's pocket.
Zen absolutely playing with their food here. Blue Blazer needs to bring back this great gameplay we saw in that first game. Another SPB, gets a punish counter damage on it though. Old gets caught.
We've been here before. We've seen Blue Blazer have these leads. Can they maintain it this time? Going instead into the level 1, saving a little bit of those resources. A smart play.
As we've already seen, this is all the health Zen needs to take this back.
It is, and that's terrifying. To be fair, Drive Impact is no longer a real threat, and thankfully the long limbs of Blue Blazer's Lily able to seal the deal and finally get themselves around on the board. Oh no.
Blue Blazer showing here it's not impossible to win this set against Zen here. One round,
it isn't.
Just need to win 3 more.
It is impossible to throw Zhen here with a normal throw, though. The man will just backdash, wake up with options. This time, it gets called out, though, by Blue Blazer, who's able to go all in. Unfortunately, drops a combo there. At the worst opportunity, Zhen just fully backs off, trying to avoid the wake-up critical art. And there, unfortunately, is going to go through the Drive Impact. Blue Blazer going to take a game up against Zhen.
It's not over till the bell rings. Blue Blazer gets on the board. Very important game to win here. Still in it as we go into our final game for this set.
I tell you, man, there might have been a lot of people, myself included, watching that thought Blue Blazer was out of it as soon as that Drive Impact happened. So smart of them to remember the cancel was available into the Super R3. Maybe that was less smart. Oh, maybe that was the smart there. Getting hit now by the machine gun upper side switch scenario.
Got caught being just a little too greedy there. Wasn't ready to return the favor with the Drive Impact that time. Got caught asleep at the wheel. Zen now on set point.
All right, Blue Blazer still has it in them to make a big situation happen, but any hit from Zen hurts so much. That's already 25% of the life gone. Make it 30, make it 40, and make it near 75 already. It's not even been 20 seconds. Blue Blazer able to anti-air their way out of the corner at the very least. Good whiff punish against the Just Cool. Right now, something big's got to happen. Oh, he did. Never mind. I forgot how much throws do in this game. He did.
Yeah. No need for any pomp and circumstance there. Just the raw throw right at the end there. That'll take care of it. But yeah, a great effort there from Blue Blazer, especially after that first game we saw. First round had the offense going. Got turned right around by Zen, though, who was pretty dominant going right into that last game there. Blue Blazer turning it around, getting the momentum in their favor, and then just like the pendulum swings, goes right back into Zen's favor, closes it out with some relative ease right at the end there, and takes a set, and we'll be meeting Joe Rogan in the finals for this pool.
That's crazy that they have to meet each other in the pools finals. It's not
pools, yeah.
Oh, well, we'll fight each other in top 8. It's like, nope, we're doing this now. We're doing this now. Oh yeah. Let's see how the rest of the bracket is going. If y'all are ever watching a World Tour event or any CPT event and you're wondering what the heck is going on, I need to see stats. I need to see spreadsheets. Make sure you visit start.gg. All the events are going to be on start.gg, so you can see how the players are doing, how the bracket is running. It's the only way I keep any tabs on anything going on here. Going into pool number 1, we have Safe and Slice going up against each other to figure out who's going to be in their winners finals. Got a lot of good players trying to make their way out of things. Pool 3. We got Electribe, who was top 8 last week, going up against Zickles. We got Shoko going up against Chyy, a very notable name in the Canada fighting game scene. We got in pool 4, Fluxwave Zed getting taken out by Fartslam. 2-1. That is crazy. But here, we got other things going on right now. We got Remy going up against Free Self. Ooh, no punish. Remy just got away with cold murder there.
We're going to turn the momentum around now. Oh, gets caught mashing. And now going to get this, get Precept stuck in the corner. Not if this EX Wake Up has anything to say about it.
Ooh, gets jumped upon. Ramy right now just doing Ken things like linking counter hit. Light Jinrai into some absurd damage. Lincoln stand heavy punch into absurd damage. Just doing Ken things.
Ken will do as Ken does. But Precept's going to have to make some adjustments here. Both players playing some hopscotch over each other. Oh, got a little impatient with the Dragon Punch attempt there. Precept gets a second drink on the board. Another throw. We love strike throw. What's the mix here?
He can kill. Oh my god, just enough.
Just gets it.
Oh. You see those moments and you know that Jamie can't do the level 2 for the kill. Like, it's an install. It's not going to give him enough damage. But you're like, man, the level 1, if that don't kill, Remy can make this comeback. And thankfully, Precept doing better math than I can getting that first round, or second round, excuse me. Precept right now sitting pretty.
Precept now. Precept loaded up.
Yeah, don't cash out at that point. Oh, he tried for the cheeky reset, but Ramy, not punishing it with his own DI, just jumps out, afraid of the command grab. Gets the toe tapper. Are we going to go into the level 3? Absolutely. Going to try to recover some of this burnout while putting Seth into the corner with a big, big damage on their beautiful life bar. At the same time, Precept makes something of this. Gets the side switch. I think if he gets an overdrive command grab, he kills Ramy here into the level 3. Oh, we got combo. That's a nice combo
Combos.
so far. I don't think it's enough to kill. The extension is dubious. Unfortunately, not enough. Goes for the empty jump into the throw. Goes right in, but unfortunately gets grabbed off the reset and the pressure, and Ramy is just going to run wild with it. Taking the final round of this first game, Ramy barely ekes out game number 1.
All started with that massive read on the grab reset attempt there. It gave Ramy another chance of life there. And now takes a game.
Big breather right now. All right, that's a punish counter, but unfortunately not aware that it was probably going to be a punish counter. Has the anti-air on deck. Again, the safe jump just available to them. And of course, that's Remy's answer to the wake-up throw. Go right into the overdrive. Sure you can. Beautiful parry.
Jinrai kicks get snubbed out. Precept gets some good damage. Oh, just out of range. The level 1 going to catch it.
Plus range for days. Goes for another stand heavy punch. Gets just drive parried, but you know what? A little bit of scrambling never hurt anybody except for Ramy. Not enough to kill, unfortunately, but still, Precept is in a good spot, if not for the burnout.
Oh, massive punish. Level 1 again. And gets enough to kill it there.
Plus range for days, baits out the
reformated.
Shoryuken. This is a good amount of damage. Holy cow, and gets the drink to boot. And gets jabbed out of his pressure. My man's +1 there. What happened? Oh, no.
It's a frame advantage, not a frame guarantee. Ramy sends Precept to the corner.
Now, okay, toe tapper again. Zeph right now, unfortunately, just has so little drive gauge to their name that it's really tough to imagine an offensive push. Ramy right now taking advantage of that. Unfortunately, doesn't take advantage of the jump in. Precept able to free themselves from the corner. Has to back up a little bit. And then, oh, the Dragon Lash just lets Ramy reset and throw back into the corner.
Back throw incident. Not going to offset Precept here. Oh! Reversal gets baited out. One interaction away. Level 1 gets read out. Jumps straight over. And Ramy takes the set 2-0.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of reversal attempts that we saw there. A lot of them got baited too. Yeah, both players just staying on top of what they need to look out for. And yeah, Ramy takes it. Clean and simple 2-0.
You want to say it's a clean and simple, but man, there were some sets there that Precept was close to getting. There were some rounds there that they were close to getting. And then you take into account that they were in burnout. You take into account that Remy was playing Ken and had those hit confirms on deck, ready to go. It just could things could just get kind of out of hand. And you totally understand why I got so nervous in that first round when the Super R1 came out. And I'm like, if this doesn't kill, Ramy could just take this. There is an absolute way for them to take it. And thankfully for that round it did, but the other rounds just did not go as well as that. Ramy, moving on in the tournament, in fact, having taken out players like DB Gen earlier on in the bracket, and sitting themselves into winners finals of their pool, going up against Slice, who knocked Safe into the loser's side of bracket 2-1. Safe being last tournament's winner. That's crazy.
Last tournament's winner being sent to loser's side before top 8 even starts is if that shows anything, it's just how crazy stacked this region as a whole is. Like we were talking about it earlier. There might be favorites, but there's no real picks as to who could actually win this this tournament this week.
Certainly none now. I mean, you see Joe going up against N for their who's gonna, eventually get out of their side of their pool, winner side of their pool. Chyy apparently taking it over Shoko, so they're going to be in winners finals of their pool. Waiting the winner of our next upcoming match, which is going to be Electribe versus Sickles. Electribe, love to see it showing off the Kimberly when no one else will. No one else except for that one Japanese player who able to make it work somehow. Cycles, excuse me. But hey, we got the Kimberly mirror going up. I completely forgot. Cycles did do well with Kimberly at Gommel. So this should be no surprise that we have the mirror match going on in front of us. Okay. We got the back and forth going on right now. Nobody able to get clear dominance of the corner just yet. Hopping around at the speed of sound. Backs off. And spends the last of that drive cage to Cycles. But they at least have the corner for it. Can they make this investment work out? Electribe fighting their way out. Getting the air. With that drive rush stand heavy kick. Plus range for days.
Not too much Cycles could have done about that one there. Electribe takes the round and going to need to keep this momentum rolling forward.
Ooh, toe tapper again. Yeah, Cycles really needed that. He really needed that to work out because if not, Van was about to be burnt out, down around, and down a lot. But that critical art, super art 3 could change things.
Cashes out on good damage and now has the Bushinryu install to work with for the rest of the game here. Has to make use of this by winning the round though. Keep the momentum going in their favor.
Yeah, right now with the life so low, if Electribe just gets the right hit, things could go right into the critical art now because their life is low. Oh, but the drive impact comes out at just the right time. Cycles able to get round number 2.
Good start for Cycles here for the final round. Gets started with the install. Going to start off of an advantage just by just with the install alone.
The overhead. There's plus range for days. There's the jump in. And right now, Cycles just taken to the air and ground, trying to really mix up Electribe, which is an impressive feat to try to do when it's your opponent's the same character.
Both players in burnout. Cycles keeping the pressure on, though.
The elbow drop.
3 bars of meter to work with again.
Yeah. Able to make it work. The music's still playing, and we're going to just have to inhale this paint and give Cycles game number 1.
Such an incredible back and forth game that we have there. 2 level 3s from the same player. Just able to build up meter that quickly. Cycles gets the ever so important first game in the mirror match.
Good challenge. Electribe right now looking so much stronger in this game, though. This is the kind of Kimberly corner I was expecting. That button. That's stand heavy kick. He doesn't block the drive reversal, so doesn't block that one either. But Cycles, Cycles has put themselves in the burnout, and they're gonna have to keep up this offense if they're gonna hope to survive. Oh, just runs right into the command grab. Is this gonna do it?
Critical art whiffs.
My man wanted it to either block. He wanted it to either be blocked or hit, and it did neither. Spent all that meter for nothing. At least gets the install.
Yeah, I was about to say, not quite for nothing. Oh, hold on a minute. It's time for the lyrics version. You hardly get to see this. Hardly get Kimberly mirrors. Now we get the vocal version of the install theme. It's gonna be a party here.
Okay, jumps right over. Cycles, though, looking super strong. Electribe losing all that momentum that they had in that first round, especially after losing it. But things can swing in their favor off of this drive rush. Gets the side switch, and can we keep it going? Goes for the drive rush extension. Is that enough to kill? Yes, it is. That 10% means a lot. Electribe getting the round, but Cycles is still on set point.
Electribe keeping the pressure going. Cycles now locked in the corner. Strike throw game. Here we go. Back throw incident now. Cycles with the pressure going.
Uh-oh. This is rough. There's the knockdown. Electribe with very little drive gauge left. Thankfully, has a block anything. Only getting hit or just avoiding hits. Electribe trying to keep it going, but you got greedy! Electribe, no! You got greedy at the end, wanting the drive impact to just hit. And Cycles ready with the counter. Takes it
Cycles with
over Electribe.
Yeah, hits him with a right back at you. If you might remember, the round before ended because Cycles went for a greedy little drive impact in the corner there. But Electribe was ready for it and turned it right around, and we got an exact mirror to end that set. You got to stay on the ball, and both players very much on the ball for that. Cycles is popping off, very happy about how that set went, and is going to be meeting Chyy for winners finals of this pool.
I mean, I would be happy too, man. That is some good stuff. Not only taking out somebody in the mirrors match, somebody you know is good, but somebody who made it into top 8 again last week, getting knocked down to the loser side before we're even done with pools. Things are shaking up. Things have been shook. I hope you don't want your brackets neat, because things have been very well stirred. Speaking of shaking things up, we're going to have in our next set Riddles. Again, top 8 last week, going up against Wash Your Hands with the JP. The jump scare, JP.
Ooh. Yeah, JP, a very... doesn't really matter the scenario. JP, always a scary character to go against. It's JP is my demon in bracket at locals, my demon online anytime I play. Going to be... at the very least, I'm not the one who has to play it this time, so I'm not going to have to deal.
And now you know why I sit on this side of the bracket. I don't want to deal with any of this shenanigans y'all have to deal with 24/7. I just want to laugh while y'all have to suffer. But I mean, it's a great character, and a character that needs to have time put into them. And honestly, speaking of JP Terror, looks like Fluxway Zed was able to knock out Brutus out of the tournament on loser's side.
Oh no!
Well, that's how it be. That's how it come to be. But here we go. Wash Your Hands, JP Riddles with the Luke, going right in with the drive rush. Wow, just going with that crouch heavy punch. Okay. Big punish opportunity here.
Get to send Riddles full screen. See how Wash Your Hands gets to keep the offense going. Oh, the cross up.
I don't know how Riddles was able to make crouch heavy punch not hit a cross up, but man, the man must be a legend. Getting that first round off of a clean jump in and then some corner pressure.
Yeah. Well, Riddle's a multi-game generational talent we have on our hands here. So if anyone's going to make this scary, scary match against JP work, it's going to be them.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, yeah, you can't escape that corner pressure, unfortunately. Riddles right now finally able to jump out. Wash Your Hands having no luck with that crouch heavy punch anti-hit. Nice, though.
Good amnesia use. No checkmate there. It uses the amnesia to escape the drive impact attempt. Gets a point on the board.
There's the air throw. Unfortunately, side switches, so they can't combo off of the dimension tear. But you know what? We'll settle for the level 2 install and take one throw. Wow.
Oh, good read.
Classic bait there. I feel like Wash could have gotten more damage off of that, but instead settles for a nice little dimensional combo to take round number 1.
Slows it down a little bit. Only take what you need. Doesn't have to get greedy with it. Only game 1.
All right, the gut check
right
into the throw
amnesia.
was really nice. He went for it again. Didn't work out the first time. Let's do it again.
But surely they're not expecting it again.
Oh, they're expecting
Perfect
it. Why do you think Riddles isn't trying to throw him right now? Riddles sitting nice and pretty with that life lead, but it could all go away with just the right hit. That jump in not working.
Read on the
though.
jump.
The overhead.
Good read on the jump. Raw overhead there to close it out. Riddles gets a point on the board. Looking to even up the set.
Overdrive Sandblast burning through the ghosts. Riddles actually kind of making it work with this mixture of Sandblast with Drive Rush, but it's all fun and games until you get perfect parry.
Raw throw. Stays attentive. Gets the rising uppercut anti-air.
Okay, misses
There we go.
with
Finds the
overdrive
opening.
special. Yeah, that's dead. Easy kill. And we take
Played
those.
very patient.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Played very patient, looking for just the one opportunity needed to claw down the rest of that 40% or so damage required. Riddles found it, takes it to final match.
All right, tries for the drive rush. That Falk jump in normal. That jump, I believe it's jump medium punch. Has such good range. Nice with punish. Riddles right now goes for the throw, but thankfully it wasn't in the corner, meaning Wash Your Hands gets no damage. Uh-oh.
Still gets a punish off of it. Full screen. We'll see how Wash Your Hands keeps the advantage on.
I can't believe that worked out in Wash's favor, but that he was also able to convert off of it. Teleports behind the man, sweeps his feet, and puts himself on set point.
Well, it's like you had mentioned earlier with JP. You have to know exactly what you're doing. You have to know what scramble situations to look out for to get crazy conversions like that to work out in your favor.
Wash, you have overdrive amnesia in the corner, but you prefer to backdash. A gentleman among scholars. There's the jump, and that should easily kill without a single special bar used. Riddles putting us on final game, final round.
Final game, final round. Both players with max resources to use.
Wash your hands.
Defends level 2, keeps pressure going.
A lot of death with that pressure sequence, but it pays off immensely.
Riddles cashes out, level 3. Gets good damage, refill some drive.
Absolutely good option there. Riddle's going to try to continue doing damage before Wash Your Hands gets in the corner. If Wash gets in the corner, then it's guess for game on that drive. Oh boy, thankfully. Oh, I was going to say thankfully, but this is a good amount of damage too. Thankfully, not enough to kill. Departures right out of there and into side switch. Putting Riddles now in the corner. A risky move from Wash Your Hands, but it works out. Things are tense here.
Riddles gets the jump out.
Yeah, he's burned
Puts
out.
Riddles in burnout.
And the crouch medium kick knocks him down.
Cheeky little poke there sends possibly another favorite to win this whole thing to the loser side before top 8. So many incredible players that we have in this tournament. Like, it's beyond stacked. We have so many people that we are seeing get knocked down to loser side before top 8. It's blowing my mind. I can't believe that we have such a great competition pool on our hand here.
In a pool with Brutus, Fluxwave Zed, and Riddles, your winner's finals is Fartslam and Wash Your Hands, which, if you know them, might be like, man, I feel good for those guys because those guys, you know, good players, etc. But, like, would you have put the money down that being the winner's finals? I don't know. And if you said you did, I call something suspicious. You're lying to me. But anyway,
yeah,
very good stuff.
But yeah, as funny as some of these names are, and as recognizable as the others are, once again, crazy stacked region we have here for Canada East. It can really go any way you want it. It's no one's out of contention at any point, realistically.
Oh man. No, I can't get that song out of my head. But anyway. Anyway, before we get copyright struck for that, Joe and Rogan and Shen are going to be our next match and our winners finals for pool number 2. Still crazy to think about, but it's got to happen. These players are going to fight each other at some point, so it might as well be now while we still got your attention. We got a long night of Street Fighter coming up, though, so I hope you all are not getting tired. Grab yourself a Red Bull. Keep yourself up just a little longer. It's Friday night. It's time to celebrate the work week being over. Forget that I have to work tomorrow anyway. And just sit here and enjoy yourselves, guys. Because we got a good night coming up. We got a good night coming up.
We've had some great Street Fighter thus far, and hey, we're not even in top 8 action yet. This is all pools action. All these crazy, incredible matches that we've gotten with these top-level players of the region, all pools. Nothing to decide finals, nothing to decide prizing. We're still in our preliminary stages for what it's worth. It's an incredible situation for what we have. But yeah, looking ahead for Joe, Rogan, and Zen. Joe, I have had the pleasure of watching at locals terrorize bracket all the time. So I'm excited to see what Joe's going to do here.
I mean, both of these styles are very explosive characters with immediate fireballs and interesting pressure. Joe immediately calling out the drive parry from Jen, getting 2 throws in a row, but the jackknife stops that sequence. Okay. What do we got going on here? Jen right now trying to drive parry, trying to build back a little bit. Joe ending up being pushed into burnout by that last Sobot. Is Jen gonna revel in it? No, he's gonna back off a little bit, trying to bait something, but when it doesn't happen, we drive rush in like the laughing maniac that we are. This is gonna be enough.
The Deadly
2.
Rave.
And he's still dancing.
Zen's got yep. Still dancing. Zen's got the rhythm. DJ's got the rhythm. So perfectly fitting that they gave DJ the Deadly Rave. Going to give Zen the first round here. Going to need to keep this momentum going because Joe is scary. Do not give him an inch. He'll take a mile.
Well, the man has 2 Super Art 1s stacked on his side now. If Zen gets low life, that could be very scary. And the beginning of low life could have started then, but Joe drops an important jump in combo. So Zen returns to neutral. Just continues working. Nice wait to get that cross up with the jackknife. Air to air. In Joe's favor, but
just
not
out of range.
Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready, DJ. Let me off.
All right, Zen getting a pretty confident start here against Joe. Closes it out with Deadly Rave 2 rounds in a row. Joe gonna have to make some adjustments here.
Ooh, whiffs big button there, and Joe takes massive advantage of it. That is one thing I have noticed about Joe. Always there to whiff punish. Always there to press the crouch medium punch or a drive rush into a normal to get a big whiff punish from any of his opponents. But right now, Zen's just not doing that. He's not creating those opportunities. And it is showing a little bit of frustration for Joe to get any sort of offense going. But there's the whiff.
Doesn't get the perfect knuckle.
He can kill. He can kill without even spending a bar. Shen on set point for winners finals of this pool.
Once again, just as a quick reminder, Joe Rogan scored second place in our first tournament for the Canada East region. And so far, Zhen's making a run for it. Got a little too cheeky there. Eats a drive impact.
Wow. Wow, what a check from Zhen. Joe right now, despite having had a good hit, he's actually going to be killed by this exact sequence. Oh, not quite.
Oh, not quite over yet.
It's dead, though.
Oh,
yeah, its drive impact won't work.
Did not have the health to make that work. Obviously, was ready, attentive for a cheeky little drive impact like that, but just didn't keep their eye on the health bar there. Or perhaps even it, like, just out of reaction, just
that's
drive
muscle
impact. I'll drive impact.
That's
muscle memory, absolutely.
Memory. That's absolute muscle memory.
So yeah, like we've said so many times already, Joe Rogan, top 8 finalist for the first tournament, sent down to loser side before top 8. I want to see how many different players we have in this top 8, because so far I don't think we have anyone who was on winner side 2 weeks ago returning for this winner side of top 8.
Well, Zhen's the only locked-in person yet. So a lot of these pools haven't been settled yet. We're going to get Slice versus Ramy coming up next. That's going to be another final. Yeah, that's the final of Pool 1. But yeah, no, what you're saying makes sense. I mean, you got Safe fighting their way in the loser side of this pool that Slice and Ramy are playing in, looking to stay in the bracket. Just looking to keep fighting. Meanwhile, last week they were on winner side the entire bracket all the way to their victory. You're definitely going to see some people who made top 8 last week not make it this week, and that's going to put them in jeopardy in terms of their points for the final placements of the last tournament of this world tour of this World Warrior series. Because I tell you, unless you're winning every tournament, you could just slip up one tournament and suddenly your points are in jeopardy, man.
Absolutely. It's with the point system that we have here, nothing is unless you're winning and consistently getting first or second for every single one of these qualifier events, nothing is guaranteed for what you have here. You need to be playing at your A game the entire run through. So if you have something slip up at any point, you got to make sure that you're still on top of it. You don't want anything slipping up. But from what we've seen just in this week alone, in comparison from last week, anything's possible. Nothing's going to be guaranteed, possibly this whole regional qualifier.
Okay, we're going right into it. Again, this is winners finals for pool number 1, if you're following. Booting up Ramy versus Slice. Ken versus Dalsim. I feel like Dalsim is a big question mark on the tier lists right now. A lot of people might be saying he's bad. A lot of people might be saying he's good. Anybody who fights Mr. Crimson might be saying he's busted. But, like, Slice right now is making them work. Even if they didn't get into top 8 of last week, strong player using a unique character is always a force to be reckoned with. Especially when you get the throw whiffs like that. Is that enough to kill? Not quite, but you might as well wish you were dead. You have this much life against Dalsim. Just kill me now, man. Just kill me now. Oh my god, I spoke too soon! I got too excited. I got too excited for a moment.
Ramy is not one to back down or give up. Doesn't matter the face of adversity, because hey, even if you've got such a big life deficit, if you can stay alive for as long as you can build up some meter with it. So even if you find yourself in a losing scenario, you might think, you've got to stay in it. It's not over until the bell rings.
You saw Save try to go for a Dragon Lash after the counter hit jab on the teleport, and just not working in their pressure. So right now they're having a really choppy pressure, which is just something you cannot afford to have when you're fighting a master level Slice. A master level Dawson, excuse me, like Slice. Except the character and the player name. It's gonna happen. Slice is gonna take game number 1 and put themselves just that much closer to a top 8 seeding. Ooh.
Perfect parry, just out of range for a throw punish.
Just goes for the sweep. Slice, you live that life? You just go for the sweep? The air to air. Slice is teleporting so much. And they are not a player who cannot resist the teleport. They only teleport because they know you cannot deal with it.
Has to stay everywhere at once. Oh. Gets the punish.
Yeah, even if the damage isn't huge, the positioning is. Ramy right now going to try to keep it, but unfortunately backs all the way off and lets Slice just bring us back into neutral, where a throw bait can happen after being teleported upon. And Slice is now on set point.
Remy having a lot of trouble locking down Slice when he finds themselves in this advantageous position. Gets the corner pressure, but Slice with the teleport, with this incredible floatiness given to him by Dalsum, it's just so hard to lock down.
Okay, the Comets now coming out, keeping out the screen presence. Tries to drive rush and gets hit by that falling Yoga Comet. Tries to avoid the Yoga Flame coming in, and because of it, just gives up the advantage that he had because of the jab. Oh, Ramy has burnt themselves out now. Slice is on set point with so many resources at their back. Ramy at least able to get a good cross up into some light combo damage, but that is not enough to seal anything. And Slice is going to get in with the last-ditch teleport. Take the set 2-0. In what can only be described as frustrating.
Yes. Yeah, Slice was obviously very comfortable in that position the whole time. Remy was not able to find a single opportunity to keep Slice locked down. Just so much evasion that Slice is able to work with. It's just, yeah, that was frustrating to watch, honestly. It's obviously not picking favorites at all, but still, just... there's opportunities, you get the corner pressure, you get the great punishes, but you're just not able to keep it locked down. Very unfortunate there. Slice moving on to the top 8, though. Remy's still in on loser side.
Yeah, and I'm hoping no one had favorites on safe, because Precept, who we saw earlier, just took them out of the tournament. 2-1. The low tier taking down the high tier. I'm not talking players, I'm talking characters. Like, hot dang.
Nope. Yeah, with the competition pool we have right now, no such thing as a low tier player for what we have. Incredible stuff from what we've seen.
Some other
updates that I see. Joey May Rogan moving on to top 8
is coming back and a lot of new people coming in. But right now, we're going to be having, as mentioned, Chyy coming up against Cycles. Or excuse me, Cycles. I see the Z and I want to go but anyway, Chyy getting tossed in this corner by Cycles. Jumping their way out finally, manages to land a hit, and we're back into the mid-screen here, but I feel like with either of these characters, you get hit once and just suddenly you're blocked into the corner.
Oh. Cannon Spike blocked out, baited. Cycles gets a very comfortable position here. Oh.
Wow. 2+ for the throws, but we'll take it nonetheless. Cycles with a very dominating round number 1.
Keeps pressure going. Chyy so far hasn't really found an opportunity to alleviate this pressure that Zykel's been putting on. Returns to neutral for now, but has to find opportunities to go on the offensive.
Well, you know what? At least having Cycles burn themselves out trying to repeat last round is a good start. The air-to-air somewhat in Chy's favor, but an anti-air definitely in Cycles. Going right into that Super Art 3 means you'll be gaining back almost all of that drive gauge, while Chyy has barely any life speed. That's it. That driver's combo will do it in Cycles, taking game number 1.
Very comfortable position going into game 2. See if Chyy is going to be able to find these opportunities to get some offense going.
I wonder if Chyy just is trying to get into a footsie's range, which is Cammy's specialty. Like she's so strong when she's playing footsies. And meanwhile, Cycles is doing round start. Oh, I'm gonna walk forward and backward, and then go right into the overdrive teleport like that, and then just catches Chyy off guard immediately. It's been so hard for Chyy to get any sense of a ground game, and Cycles is just taking full advantage of it. One special means burnout into chip into dead, so Chyy has to play super carefully here. But there's the jab.
Good challenge.
And Cycles on set point.
Oh, another bait.
No. The man was done. He didn't want to hold it anymore, but now you gotta hold all this damage. For how upbeat the song is, I'm always so grumpy when I hear it, because it means I got hit by level 3. Got the reset. Oh my god. That's dead. Cycle is just dominating and taking it 2-0.
crazy thing to think about. That these are our players. No disrespect to them. It's just these are their tags, eh?
They had said and Brutus in their pool, and they managed to become the cut above the rest. But right now, the air-to-air going in Wash Your Hands' favor. Gonna try to maintain this corner pressure. That trade was in his favor, and Wash Your Hands did not believe, or maybe just didn't get anything else off of it. Tries for the OD Amnesia. Beautiful stall from Fartslam, who was able to throw him out of it and put Wash Your Hands into burnout, but doesn't want to go for the drive impact just yet. You do not get to suffer or burn just yet. You have to watch as your Amnesia faults again. Fartslam takes round 1.
Fartslam, for as hard as they're going in with this rushdown style, still playing very patiently to watch out for this Amnesia, and it's proving to get some crazy mileage thus far.
Drive rush overhead, the classics.
Oh, what a combo.
That's your kill. Yeah, that's the setup. You get thrown by that and you are dead. Wash Your Hands getting it perfect to call out the beatdown he got from round 1.
Oh, we love strike throw.
Teleports in, but Fartslam has the answer. Unfortunately, there is no answer to perfect parry. You just gotta hold that. Oh, he's not gonna get it. He got hit! I thought he was okay!
Good patience, good awareness. Spends the level 3, knowing that Wash Your Hands could not block there. Now gets to keep the pressure going, attempts to close out the round. Good parry on the drive impact! And closes
all
it
that
out.
Cash. No amount of 50% scaling can save you from death from that. Fartslam taking game number 1.
Oh, big throw. Good patience, good anti-air. Wash Your Hands, on top of these throw techs here. Fartslam finds an opportunity to get in though. Closes it out after going into burnout. Now on set point. Move on to top 8 on winner's side.
Oh, we got domed again. That jump fears from Ken, just so powerful. Unfortunately, the EX Tatsu, not so much. Excuse me, overdrive. Chucking plasma left and right. Alright, here to the corner we go. Trying to shimmy out that overdrive Amnesia, and Wash Your Hands definitely taking advantage of it. Oof. Plasma. Oh, not close enough to kill.
Scary spot for Wash Your Hands. Low drive, low health to work with. Spends the level 2, gets a block string going. Doesn't open up Fartslam though.
Beautiful blocks. And yeah, that drive impact just saying, I think I'm done.
Yeah, bit of a